All right. Well, actually, I picked up a got in with a Boss Babe directors group, and we're kind of pulled together training and stuff with this. But the resourcefulness, which is the ability to find quick and clever ways to overcome difficulties. And then
Yep.
resolve is to decide firmly on a course of action, firm determination to do something. And so, which being resourceful is extremely important. I'm reading this out of my notes, so
Yeah.
part of life, and it's defined as the ability to find quick and clever ways to overcome difficulties. Many like to complain and find fault rather than being resourceful with what they have. May
Right.
these quotes inspire you to be resourceful with what you have, where you can, where you are, so that you can take your life to where you want it to be. Action, action, action. Do what you can with the resources that you currently have, and do not be idle. Expect to live life on a new level, and action makes all the difference. And this is going to be, this is the different. Can you see these here?
There we go. Yep.
Okay, I actually emailed them to you,
Oh, thank you.
but these are different resourceful. Let me find mine real quick. I don't know where I put it. I guess I left it in the other room. But like, I went through it at the meeting, and everyone picked out the ones that they liked the best. And I'm not going to read each of these to you, but can you see them, to see some of them and see if there's some that just jumps out at you?
I can. I like the Ernest Hemingway one. Now's not the time to think of what you do not have. Think of what you can do with what there is.
Okay. I don't even see which one that is. Which
Number
one?
10.
10. Okay. That one got picked out
Well,
several times.
it's bold too.
Yeah. And then another one they liked was start where you are and use what you have, do what
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
You know, and so the different ones, I mean, we're picking different ones, jumped out at different people, and it was pretty cool to see. Like a resourceful person can see opportunity when others see obstacles.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That doesn't come naturally to me. I don't feel like I mean, I can make food, but I think it's just copying off of someone else. Creating doesn't I don't think I'm a creative person.
It's not necessarily like being creative. Say that, say
But
you get to a
often,
roadblock
yeah.
where you don't necessarily have, say you run out of leads. Okay, how can you be resourceful in that situation?
And go find. See, my solution is to see what other people are doing and do what works for them.
Exactly, and that's what Mary Kay's all about, is you
Yeah.
reach out to somebody else instead of, like with me personally, if I'm sitting at, here at the house and I run out of leads, it's like, okay, what can I do to get new leads?
Yeah.
And so if I don't want to go warm chat, then I go back and look at the leads I have,
Yeah.
not get booked before. And if it's been, like, I picked up state fair leads from a year ago,
Yeah.
and I called one of the girls, got a booking, and then she gave me like 7 leads. One of those girls booked, who gave me 2 of those have booked. So, I mean, it's kept it going just from reaching back and picking up something from a year ago.
Yeah.
Then also, another thing I would do is, if I'm out and about, I'm going to get 1 lead, I'm going to at least follow the 3-foot rule and look and see who's standing around me. Now, I hadn't had to warm chat in a while, but it's like Ann Preble was out and she put it on Well, maybe she texted me. She was with her husband in Longview, And there was a couple of people standing beside her, and she just started talking to them and warm chatted and got 2 leads there. And one of the ladies said, well, I bet I can come up with 3 people and do a party.
There you go.
You know, and it's just because she opened her mouth, you know, and it's just being resourceful of the things that you have and talking to the people where you're at. And this is just specifically lead gathering, you know, that I'm talking about. And so, like, for instance, I went to do the skincare class, and my office assistant at the time had put the mirrors underneath stuff with my hostess packs and everything that had all my profile cards and everything in it, underneath something on my chair in my office.
And you didn't
see them.
Yeah.
I had asked her to put them in my car. I did not look in my car to see if they were there.
Right.
I just got in the car and drove an hour and a half away, which was from Shreveport to Douglas, Texas. When I got there, there was 9 ladies there. Now, what would you do if you had no mirrors, no profile cards, no washcloths?
Yeah.
So I had
I think we would have lined up in the bathroom.
Well, what I did is I had 4 mirrors that were actually in my kit. Then I went to my car and pulled out 4 custom compacts. You know what I'm talking about? The little compacts, you know, that we have. And the lady had a mirror herself, a makeup mirror. So that was our mirrors. And then I actually squirted the product directly into their hands.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. We got paper plates. Paper plates. You went and pulled those out. And then I pulled out my little mascara survey cards and got their name and number.
Yeah.
And so, you know, when their address and it has their birth date and everything I needed was on that. And then I put their information on the back. So, I mean, resourceful in all areas of your business. How can you be resourceful? You know, if you want to share the opportunity with someone, you're going to go back and pull the people that you've already done makeovers on, you know, and then just fix it. Whatever it is, fix it. There's always, and Mary Kay always said, there's one more face out there. There's one more person to ask. And we just basically have to get over ourselves and ask that one person. Because usually what it is we're so worried about what are they going to think about us? And what if they tell me no? And, you know, we're really, that was me. This is Vicki I'm talking about. What if I ask her and she tells me no? You know, what if somebody sees me ask her and she tells me no? You know, I mean, that's the way I thought. But the way I overcome it was asking anyway. You know, just stepping out and asking anyway. So, I mean, that's another way. And like when my director, she would call me and she'd say, who are you sharing the opportunity with today? And I'd hang up the phone and want to kill her, you know.
Yeah.
Tell God somebody else did it. But, you know, I mean, you know, it's like, okay, she asked me, so now who have I facial that I can share with?
Yeah.
And that's where I got to sharing with everybody, because that's what it taught me. If I share with everybody that I facial, I'm sharing the opportunity. And so, anyway, it's just being resourceful. Do you see another one on there you like?
I'm trying to scroll here and I can't scroll.
I'm scrolling. Here we go. How's that?
I don't know.
Entrepreneurs are resourceful individuals who don't allow anything to hold them back from achieving their dreams. I like that one. Somebody liked this one. They liked Tony Robbins.
I was just looking at that too. It's not what you have. It's not your resources, but how you use them, your resourcefulness that ultimately makes the difference.
Exactly. And so then there is not a more useful or important trait to possess than resourcefulness in the pursuit of success. Let me stop this. In the pursuit of success, resourcefulness is a mindset, and it's especially relevant when the goals that you have set are difficult to achieve, or you cannot envision a clear path to get to where you desire to go. With the resourcefulness mindset, you are driven to find a way. I guess that's who I am. And to me, that's what I see you doing, as you find a way. And an attitude of resourcefulness inspires out-of-the-box thinking, the generation of new ideas, the ability to visualize all the possible ways to achieve what you desire. Resourcefulness turns you into a scrappy, inventive, and enterprising entrepreneur, and it places you a cut above the rest. And I said, scrappy.
I'm writing that word down right now. I need that.
And so I'm like, what is scrappy? So Shirley pulls out her phone. I said, that makes me sound tacky. What is scrappy? And it's determined, argumentative, and pugnacious.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I had no idea what that word meant.
A little ornery.
Stubborn, and that's me. I'm a little ornery, So, I'm pretty open. I'm going to tell you if I don't know, what something means or whatever. But the number one thing you need to do to be resourceful is be open-minded.
Yeah.
And as an open-minded entrepreneur, you must be passionate about breaking boundaries and redefining what is and is not possible. You must possess the unique talents necessary to leverage and fulfill the immediate goals and set out in front of you. And remain open when considering new ideas and differing thoughts from your own. Open-mindedness is critical when thinking or when taking the actions that will lead you towards your success. So it's good to be, I'm by nature a butter, but.
Yeah.
And so someone will tell me something and I might be butting them, and they think I'm not getting anything they have said, but I've heard everything they said. I just
a little later then
I toss it over in my brain and mull over it and realize, well, that kind of makes sense. Maybe I need to do that, so. And then you need to be self-assured, which is number 2, is self-assured. Believe you are capable of handling any problem placed in front of you. You must wholeheartedly hold the belief that you are competent and adequate enough to achieve what you desire. This belief is the first step you take in getting things done. When you are self-assured, you like and trust yourself. You know your value, appreciate your talents, work ethic, and your ability to consistently follow through on your every word and deed and action. Number 3 is imaginative. And resourcefulness is having the mindset to look at what's in front of you and to optimize what you have to work with. Being imaginative is not always about creating something new, but also with a little ingenuine, I can't say that. They laugh at me. INGENUITY.
Yeah.
Ingenuity. You know what that, huh?
Ingenuity.
Making old things work better. Reach far into the depths of your mind and come up with an outlandish possibilities as well as practical ones. Allow your mind to wander and never stop your creative process, as you may talk yourself out of a great idea. Creative thoughts quickly move you from one idea to another. One of those ideas may bear the fruits of a genius idea and solution. You know, you might surprise yourself. That creative thing. And then number 4 is be proactive.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as procrastination in the mindset of those who are resourceful. To be successful, you cannot put your dreams on hold and wait for the right resources or people to show up. There's no waiting. Get out there and create your own resources and networks. When you are resourceful, you do not allow outside circumstances to determine when and how you take action, or you will always settle for less. And then number 5 is persistent. To be resourceful, you never give up. If you stop trying before a problem is solved, then you haven't accomplished anything. If you don't succeed at first, you get up and try again. Try a dozen things 100 different ways if that's what it takes, but don't give up the fight simply because obstacles present themselves on your path. Trust the every no puts you that much closer to the yes you were looking for. And then 6 is hopeful. Possessing a resourceful mindset requires you to stay positive. There is a solution to every problem, even if that means a change in direction. Train yourself to see the positive benefits in every situation. As you accumulate a positive outlook, you will see it is easier to come up with solutions. Fear and frustration blocks innovation. When frustrated, remind yourself of all the times in the past you dealt with a crisis or a difficult situation and the stories of victory and success that resulted from those hardships. Allow those memories to keep you hopeful in your present situation. Each time you're successful through hardship, you grow into a stronger, wiser person. Your experiences teach you you can now pass on to others when it's in need of support and encouragement. And I want to pull this up real quick. Let me find it first, and then I'll pull it up. I tell you what, I have so much fun trying to find stuff. Do you? I'm in the right spot, and then I lose my spot.
There's Brian.
Hey.
Hey. Hey, they just told me Mary Kay was a place not to look out for. Where did I put that? What was the name of it?
What?
Let's see. Okay. I'm not seeing your face yet. Hang on just a second. Okay, here we go. Can you hear it?
An important part of our mission is to fund programs committed to ending domestic violence. In visiting the National Domestic Violence Hotline, our board of directors discovered that the greatest need in this movement is finding funds to simply keep the shelters open so that women and children who are victims of abuse are able to find a safe place to start again. In our own Mary Kay family, one extraordinary independent sales director, Michelle Elliott Goad, has openly shared her story with us, and now we'd like to share it with you.
Doesn't she look like Mary Kay?
I think that is a real blessing that I'm able to reach women. I think that God has allowed that in my life as a tool to help me reach women and to touch more lives. At times it just kind of felt like my life was one of those puzzles that somebody's just turned upside down and dumped on the floor, and that it's just in so many pieces and it doesn't look like it's ever going to go back together. About 3 years ago, I was nursing my youngest baby, and my other baby was laying on the couch next to me, and the phone rang. My husband's boss was on the phone and was just frantic, telling me that we had less than 10 minutes to get out, just to get out of the house immediately. My ex-husband had had a mental breakdown and was at the time actively seeking to kill us. I scooped up the babies and went to both schools and got the 2 older children. A DA passed us to leave the state for our safety. And actually, Harriet, my senior, was the one that put us on the train. I just didn't believe it. I mean, here she was with 4 little children, 4 little boys. It just broke your heart to think that she was going to have to go and hide for safety for herself and for her children. She pulled up in the rain in a Cadillac, and when I got in the car, she looked out over the front lawn, and she just wept, and she said, "Your whole life is out there." And as we were pulling away, she just reached over and touched my hand, and she said, "You know, in all my years as a director, a lot of people have come and gone." She said, "But I feel like I'm losing a daughter." I'll never forget the day that I put her on the train, and she had these 4 little boys, 2 car seats, and a cooler. Just seeing her on the train station and us pulling away, and definitely felt at that point like all was lost. I had a wonderful unit that rallied around and collected money and food, clothing for Michelle and the boys, and she did go into hiding. We were in a shelter, and of course we didn't know anyone. The main thing I tried to do with my children was to maintain our routine, and being in Mary Kay so long had taught me the importance of routine. She said, Mary Kay is going to be my answer to get out of this situation. Michelle called me to tell me she had had a tax refund, and she said she was going to use it to place the Arkansas border so that she would be on profit, and that's exactly what she did. Well, I got a pager, first off, and put an answering machine message on that pager so it sounded like a home phone number. I would take a taxi to go do my class, and I would drop the children at a daycare, do a quick 30-minute class, zoom back over to get the children, and if I got paid by check, I had to take the taxi to the bank in order to pay the taxi. She continued to have $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 weeks, and from that she took her.
Did you hear that?
I did.
I built the customer base in the shelter. When I got out, I pretty much recruited the customer base, and from there it became a unit. They're a strong bunch of women, and very joyful. We also work very closely with our local shelter in helping these women get back on their feet, giving them makeovers, and just boosting their self-esteem. Seeing Michelle and how she has changed lives, I know that her life has been enriched, but she has been able to enrich other lives through Mary Kay. You never know what life's going to bring, and life changes. And people change, situations change, and I, for one, know that. And I tell them about how drastically my life has changed. And I didn't know when I came into Mary Kay what a huge, huge difference Mary Kay was going to make in my life. And that no matter where they're at in their lives, that Mary Kay can make a difference, and that they just never know what this can be for them.
Isn't that amazing?
It is. So do you know what I say to myself? I guess I just don't want it badly enough.
Well, when you're in her situation, let me see if I can get all these down. I'm trying to stop it. Yeah, I mean that just you can do what you want with this business. And I mean, that woman went from nothing to her own place. I mean, I've heard that story told before, and I mean, she took the resources available. I mean, we have our own car where we can drive in our own house so we can get there.
Yeah.
And who did she start with? I mean, she had to start by facial boxes and warm chatting and, meeting one person to get her on the road to get to the next person.
Yeah.
So you have a big goal and you're getting closer and closer to the deadline for your goal. It's not looking pretty. There's still time to reach your goal, but your belief is faltering. Doubt is creeping in. As a Mary Kay boss babe, what do you need to do?
Well, right below that, I wrote the quote that what you just said recently about fear and frustration blocks your, and I don't remember what you said, but your determination and your motivation. So you have to block that doubt and keep your eyes on the goal and find a way to get your goal.
Right.
You just have to.
Exactly. Did I read the quote off of this list?
I don't remember where it was, but I wrote it.
Well, you've got it. I
made it say what I needed to say.
That's what you're supposed to do. But I put down dig in your heels and book more appointments.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you when I dig in my heels and book more appointments, it changes things.
Yeah.
I mean, I picked up the my fair leads from this year. I mean, I've been working through all of my other ones through Trello. I've been working through all those leads, and I decided to go back through the fair leads and call instead of text.
Right.
You know, that's where Ann Preble came from, you know, was from that.
Yeah.
Now, Karen was family. Her mother was already in Mary Kay, so, and she had her join my team instead of her team. She just had open heart surgery.
Okay.
But anyway, what's your next big goal in Mary Kay?
I'm booking one party a week. That's my goal.
Okay. So what's your deadline to book those parties?
Well, I have facials one a week for the next 3 weeks, but they should be parties.
Right. So how can you turn them into parties?
When I need to follow up and
With
say,
them, coach them.
What's that?
Coach them.
Yeah.
Coach them. On a scale from 1 to 10, how determined and confident do you feel about approaching that goal?
8.
An 8? That's good. An 8's good. We'll push it on up to a 10.
Yeah.
What are the key things? Well, what key things do you need to put into place right now to reach that goal?
Well, I pulled out my handy dandy date book. I do this every now and then. And I put reminders in there to make sure that I pick up the phone and actually coach them.
You know, one thing I do is use this little reminder app on my phone.
Yeah, I have that too.
And I put them in there and it pops up every day and it ticks me off because I don't like little 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s or, you know, I don't like those things sliding up. I want a clear screen. So it makes me do what I'm supposed to do. But mine was work my personal business, which I'm doing. And then how will you be accountable to your sales director with this goal?
Well, because you're going to ask me every week.
I do, don't I?
Yeah, and I still didn't get that that lead box out in another store.
So what are you going to do to make that happen this week?
I need to find a container to make my lead box. That's my current excuse, is that I don't.
Okay. Have you ever gotten flowers from your husband? Do you have a vase in your house?
I'm trying to think. I think so. I mean, I have. Yes, I have. And I do have a vase. I don't know if it's in a box hidden somewhere or if it's actually unpacked.
Okay.
But I will look for a
that vase will be a facial box.
Yeah, and then decorate it with marbles and bow and something fluffy.
Yes.
All right.
And
see, it's going in my reminder.
Yeah.
It's going to pop up.
And you just need to put a little sign on it, you know, an actual sign on it to complimentary makeover. Actually, when the best that I've done with those is when I've offered something free from wherever it's going into.
Oh, yeah.
Like a $20 gift certificate. You don't have to do $20, but anyway, $20 gift certificate to Nikki's, and then putting it out there, and they're going to register to get that to eat at that restaurant, and then 15 free makeovers. Of course, everybody gets a free makeover, but
Right.
you know, and that way people will put their name in there in order to win that. Same thing we did for 1 month.
What did you mean by 15 free makeovers?
That's what we put on there. 15 free makeovers.
Oh, on the sign on the outside,
As a prize.
to be one of the 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just 15 free makeovers, which,
Yeah.
it's just calling them and booking them for a makeover. But there's different things that you can put on the front of them. But I do know when I gave like a gift certificate to the tanning salon, for 1 month tanning.
Yeah.
Things like that, and then people are more apt to sign up for it.
Yeah.
Like I do, I've done nails, as prizes for Carmen, for the unit, like manicures or pedicures with Carmen as prizes, and people will work to win that prize.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with those fish bowls they'll do to win that prize.
Yeah.
So
I'll do that too.
okay. Is there anything you want to add? It's still working on getting 10 bookings up and doing 3 career chats in the week.
That booking blitz is really helping me too.
Yeah, it makes us book, doesn't it?
I know that when it's my turn, then if I don't do anything, everyone else is sitting waiting for me.
Well, actually, in all actuality, if they're booking already, it's just pass the baton when you book.
Yeah.
Like if you book and then say Cheryl's behind you and she's already been booking, all she has to do is post
that she has
to Ann, or Shirley, whoever's next.
Yeah.
And that they've done it. And then at the end of the day at 8 o'clock, then everybody posts who they booked that day or if they booked that day. I didn't get anybody today. But I tell you what, it keeps you accountable. It keeps
does.
you booking.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be the one not to book. So. But anyway, well, I want to hear about how your facials go this week.
Yeah. I saw 2 of my aunts again today, separately, because I was scheduled with the one, and then the other one texted me, and I said, well, why don't I just swing by on my way to the other one? So, okay.
So you facialed both of them?
I did, and they were existing customers, clients,
good
already, but they keep adding more and more. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
And the one that I have next weekend, she's coming back from her cruise, so I'll catch her. I think she came back yesterday evening.
Okay.
So on Monday, I'll try to turn that into a party. And
when you went by your aunt's, did you say, who do you know new that I have not met that might deserve some pampering?
No, I didn't, and I was driving out of her driveway, and I was so upset with myself. I will ask her, though.
Yeah.
I still can.
Always ask your reorder people or people that you're going by to update. Who have you met new? Because people are always meeting somebody new.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm still trying to meet my goal, so she can help me with that.
Exactly. All right. Well, that's all I have this week. Is there anything that you need to add? Or I know you wanted to talk to me. You said you had somebody. Let me stop the recording. You were going to talk to me about your new girl.